This is a very interesting little factoid that you may or may not know already. You probably do if you've been listening to this show for a while, but how many cells are in your body? I'll give you a hint. That's a trick question. A lot of people might say 10 trillion or something close to it. And the answer is yes and no. There are 10 trillion, or approximately 10 trillion, human cells in your body. But you have a total of about 100 trillion cells in your body. So if, out of 100 trillion, if only 10 trillion of those are your actual tissues and organs, what are the other 90 trillion? Guess what? They're bacteria. Not disease-producing bacteria. These are friendly bacteria, symbiotic bacteria, sometimes called the friendly flora, that you cannot live without. In fact, if you removed all the human cells from your body and just left the bacteria, people would still be able to recognize you. There is that much bacteria in you. And it's of a type that you cannot be healthy without, you cannot even live without. It is part of you. It is a symbiont, if you will. It's one of those things that lives in you and derives benefit from you, but it also gives back. That's the difference between a parasite and a symbiont. A symbiont, or a symbiotic life form, is beneficial to its host, and it gives as well as takes. And a lot of times, it's gotten to the point where the host has to have this symbiont. It can't live without it. It's necessary. Sometimes it's not necessary, but it's just beneficial. Like a type of parasite, I forget what I think it might be a species of crustacean. I really don't remember that much about it, but I read about it a few years ago. It'll crawl into the mouth of a certain species of fish, eat its tongue, and replace its tongue. I know this is disgusting around dinner time, but just bear with me. And it locks itself into the mouth of the fish and replaces the fish's tongue, and will then actually help the fish in hunting prey. And it will pop out of the fish's mouth part way and grab the prey and pull it in and assist the fish in getting food. So, that's an example of one, that the fish can live without, but it's also a bit of an advantage to have it. It helps it in getting food. So your friendly flora are that way. They are symbionts. Parasites don't give back. They just take and take and take and take and take, and sometimes take to the point where they kill the host. So that's the difference. They're both other life forms that are living in you. Symbionts give and take and benefit you. Parasites take and drain the life out of you. So these bacteria are good, symbiotic. You cannot live without them. You can't. If you destroy the ones in your gut, guess what? You can't produce vitamin B12 anymore. Did you know that you produce your own vitamin B12? Well, most people don't today, because most people have taken antibiotics at least once and not restored their friendly flora all the way. But it is normal for the human body to produce its own B12. And if you've gotten rid of your friendly flora, you need to replace them. The best product I know of, and it's not a supplement that you can buy on the market, it's something that you have to take yourself at home. At least I haven't seen a version marketed, because remember, this is a live bacterial culture, and some of these bacteria are very tough and will last in a supplement, and some of them aren't. Some of them are much more delicate, and they'll die before they